3 years ago I attended my first fresh fishing social. This was at Woodlands Fishery. Since then I fished RH Fishery, Sandpit Lake and Drayton Reservoir, all of which I have blanked. So when I was invited to my 4th fresh fishing social, I should have been pessimistic. But this year I have a new mindset, and it was fitting that the venue was Korda's Norton Disney. There's around 30 of us on this social, and we're spread across 2 lakes, which are Hodgetts and Turners. I'm on Hodgetts Peg 7, which commands the centre of the lake. After doing some research online, I know of some areas where carp have been caught in the past, so I'm going to investigate with my leading rod and confirm the spots. So when I say leading, this is a way we can find out what substrate is on a particular spot. So we'll find a marker point on the horizon which we can define both day and night, and then we'll measure a distance and cast our lead out to that spot. When we retrieve it, we can feel whether it's smooth, which is generally silt, whether it's gravel, which you'll feel the vibrations, or the lead can get stuck and then pull free, which is generally weed or possibly some sort of snag. So once you find a spot, it's a case of rinse and repeat. Find a spot, clip your line, measure it with your distance sticks and the point on the horizon, and that way you know the distance and the direction, and then do the next rod. So I've just been leading, as you saw. I'll show you the spots where I found, I did see a fish jump earlier on, quite far out in the middle. So my boundary is 21 wraps, and I saw a fish out here. Now there is 2 pegs there, and to the right hand peg there is my boundary, 21 wraps out, and there was a fish show around there, so I've just been leading out at 20 wraps, and I did find a bit of gravel out there, so I'm going to do my left hand rod on that spot there. Whether it's going to be a single or whether I can get spods out that far, I might just try a single, see if I can pick something up and see if there's any more carp show, then I'll adjust it accordingly. And then I'm going to have 2 rods now between these 2 pegs here. I read online that somebody had cast out 10 wraps from this peg, and that's where they'd caught it. So 10 wraps is taking me out between those, so I've literally picked 2 in between there, and there's a gravel bar, but the gravel bar feels like it's about 9 wraps. So I'm going to try 1 at 10 and 1 at 9, basically around that bit. I might do both at 10 or both at 9 just to see what happens. I'm not going to spot to begin with. I'm just going to chuck the rigs out and see what happens for the next hour or so, and then I might do some spotting over the top. But I think I'm going to spot this area, make a concentration of bait, and I'll just keep that one as a single. I'll try spotting out that far, but I'm not very good at casting, as you've probably seen on my previous video, so getting it out at 20 wraps might be a push, but I'll give it a go. And then obviously I'm going to spot this area, which is 10 wraps out, make that the concentration for the 2 right hand rods, have that one as my left hand rod, and see how we get on. I have literally got nothing set up as per usual. I've got my Bivvy up there, but I've got nothing set up yet because my priority is to get the rods out first, and then get all my gear set up. So as you can see, this is a fresh fishing social, so there is Wayne, Foxy is over in that side there, and I have got Kingy down that bottom end there, so he's literally parallel with those guys over there. He's down there, so I've literally got, this is my corner of my peg on peg 7 on the Hodgetts, and it literally goes out in line with that right hand side there at 21 wraps, and then it goes down. I'm not sure how far I go down, but I might chuck one in the margin later on, but I'm not going to go too far out there. I'm literally doing 10 wraps, so it's well within my boundary. It's probably within the middle of my swim on that one. That one's going to be on the edge, but I did see a carp show jump right out of the water down there, and we'll see how we get on. But yeah, I'm here for 48 hours, and I'm going to watch the water and see what happens, and adjust accordingly. So yeah, I'm going to get my rods done now, and get my base camp set up, because I have got a barbecue at 4 o'clock, so it'll probably give me about 2.5 hours. Now all 3 rods have got the same rig components, so I have got the usual rig tubing, and that goes down to a 3-ounce inline lead, and then I've got approximately 6 inches of stiff boom. Now that's a 25-pound boom from Korda. I have got an anti-tangle sleeve on one side, and on the other side I have got it crimped to a size 4 Camo hook, and obviously it is barbless on this venue. And in there I have got a small ring swivel with my stop there, so that's where I'm going to attach my hook baits. Normally I'd use floss when I'm fishing with worm and stuff, but because we're just using single hook baits without any naturals on top, I'm just going to use the usual little ring swivel. So yeah, I've got that set up for all 3 rods, so I'll run through what each rod's going to have on it. Well, I feel really guilty because on one of my rods I'm going to use the mainline pop-ups. Now everyone at Korda uses these when they fish at Norton Disney. It's a 12mm pop-up. I've had it with isotonic goo soaked in it for about 6 months now, so they don't actually pop up, they now waft. So I've got those on my right hand rod. I'm combining it with the usual OG fish pellet. Now that's 4 and 6mm pellets in there, and then I have dosed it with some of the monster crab. So that's going to be my right hand rod out at 10 wraps in between those 2 pegs on the other side, and then we'll do the middle rod. So my middle rod has got the Parker baits pop-ups. Now these are the fluoro ones in orange and yellow, 12mm, so I'm going to put on a yellow one, and I'm combining that with the mini mix pellet. So they're little 2mm pellets with the monster crab flat spot on top. So yeah, we'll get that one out to the left of the other rod at 10 wraps, and then we'll do my 20 wrap one. So my left hand rod that I'm putting out at 20 wraps is basically the same as my middle run. I'm basically using a Parker Baits 12mm pop-up on there, and that is with a small PVA mesh bag of the OG fish pellet dosed in monster crab. So yeah, we'll get that out at 20 wraps. I'm rubbish at casting, please be nice. So now it's time to do some spodding, and I'll show you what I'm using. So my mix consists of the OG fish boilies. Now these are the 14mm freezer baits. They are really soft, as you can see. They really do crumble up well, and I've combined those with various pellet. So I have got the OG fish pellet which are between 4 and 8 mils. So those are the black ones. I have also got the fruit and nut ones, so they are the lighter colour ones, and I have also got the mini mix pellet in there, which you can see are the 2 mil ones, same as what I've got in my mesh bags. And then I am also using a load of sweet corn. So I've put round about 1 kilogram of boilie in, and probably about 1/2 to 3/4 of a kilogram in of the rest of the pellets. Combined, it probably makes about 4 or 5 kilogram of mix. And then I am combining that with some of this from Parker Baits, which is the Calanus Hydro. I've probably murdered that saying, but it is the Calanus Hydro, and it's got amino acids in. Now, Norton Disney does not allow any sort of naturals in any way, so no worms, no maggots, etc. So I'm going to use that to replicate the amino acids, and hopefully that brings on the carp. I'm also going to put some of the monster crab flat spot in amongst it. So initially I'm going to chuck out probably about 20 spoms over the 2 right hand rods at 10 wraps. And see how we get on. I know you're supposed to create a feature on these venues because it is a pretty flat featureless bottom. So my feature is going to be the spod mix. I've got a load of it with me. I've probably got about 20 kilograms worth of bait with me, so we'll see how we get on. We'll get a load of spods out, and we'll assess it based upon whether I get a bite or not. If you want to check out Parker Baits, I'll leave a link underneath my video. I really do recommend them, and if you use code aquatic at your checkout, you'll save 10% off your first purchase. Now Fresh Fishing have just recently hit 10k subs, and they've also got a partnership with Nash, so we've all clubbed together to get them a special celebration banner for their celebration barbecue.
Waiting in line.
Hey, that's fucking cool. Oh, that's wicked.
Come on, boys.
Oh, guys, that's unreal. That's fucking unreal, mate.
Thank you very much.
Hey.
That's a massive job, Congratulations, well done, mate. Well done, mate. Well done. Well done. Well done, mate. Well done.
Cheers, Brian.
The main star, well done.
There's one in there for instep.
Yeah.
Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I tried that with a cue. Locked up here for drink.
Sorry.
That reminds me I've got a ring. There's always one, yeah. There's always one. Legends.
I hope we don't mind a bit of paper in your food, boys.
No, definitely not.
Hey.
Oh, look at that.
That's a fat carp.
Big juicy double cheeseburger, please.
Another juicy.
Oh my god. Look at that, man. Congratulations to the newlyweds.
Yeah, like kiss.
You will get the kissing one, didn't they?
Now anyone that knows me knows I'm not really into social events. I usually get quite awkward, but the Fresh Fishing family are all really nice. This is my 4th social now, and I'll definitely do a lot more. So if you want to get involved and check out their website, see where their socials are, and get involved. Well, good evening. It's now 7 o'clock. I am back from the social, the barbecue social. It was really good. Had some cake. Had a really nice burger, so thank you, Wayne, for my double cheeseburger. So I'm going to redo the rods. I'll just show you over here now. So before I went for the barbecue, the over this bit here, my 10 wrap spot, there was fish jumping out. So yeah, I'm going to redo both my rods at back at 10 wraps and do a load of spodding over the top. I'm not sure about my left hand rod because between me and Wayne there's this bit here, and there was a fish jumping right in the edge. Probably can't see it for this tree, but there was a fish jumping here, so I don't know whether to try that spot or not. My margin is really over here, so down this bit here, so I could try a rod there, but I've not seen anything show. But I'm going to do both them out at my 10 wrap spot, in line with those two pegs over that side, so one here and one there, and see whether I can get a fish. So yeah, there's nothing showing now, but they were showing earlier, so fingers crossed we can get some. So hard trying to get a big tripod. Oh, there's a fish there on the top. Can you see there? There's a fish literally going across the top. Right, I'm going to have to redo my rods because there is fish in the area, so yeah. So I'm going to get both rods out at 10 wraps on that right hand side. The left one, I'm not sure yet. I don't know whether to chuck it in the margin or chuck it out there. There's another one just gone on my 10 wrap spot. So I'm going to get both my rods out now. I'll do a piece to camera in a bit, but yeah, come on, need fish. Yes. Well, I'm setting up my cameras for the night time, so my GoPro, so I normally have this on my tripod through the day to capture any runs that go off when my rod goes off. Obviously that's captured on my rod cam on my bank sticks, but then I have a GoPro at the side to switch it on. But at night time you can't see because the light's not good enough, so what I do is I have a rig set up on my cap, so I have the GoPro on there, so literally one press and it comes on, and then I have a light attached underneath, so that can give me the gives me, see how bright that is, so that'll literally light up where I'm looking so I can capture some footage. Good morning. Nothing overnight for me, unfortunately. I heard that Wayne lost one earlier this morning when he was trying to film it. Unfortunately that came off. In fact, he had one late last night. I was watching him get that in, so yeah, that was a nice, I think it was £19. And there's quite a few being caught overnight and this morning, so I'll overlay some pictures of them now. But nothing for me, unfortunately. Obviously Wayne to the left of me is not caught. I've not heard from Kingy to the right of me. I don't know whether he's caught. So yeah, I reeled in the rods, and my right hand one with the isotonic was missing. There was no isotonic wafter on there, so I don't know what's happened there. The other two rods came in clean, no weed or anything, so the spots were okay. There was just no fish. So my plan of action today is I've literally just had my breakfast from Wayne's Burgers again. I had a bacon and sausage wrap. So yeah, I'm going to just watch the water for the next 10 or 15 minutes, see if I can see any fish, re-evaluate where I'm casting to. I've not seen anything where the 10 wrap mark was, where the rods were yesterday. and nothing out towards the middle. So I'm just going to watch the water for about 20 minutes, have a brew, and I'll reassess and see what's happening today. So yeah, unfortunately no fish overnight, but fresh optimism today, and we'll see what happens. Well, this has just dropped from my bivvy. Look at it compared to a £1 coin. That is massive. The heck is that? Well, zero shows on any of my spots or even in my swim this morning, so I'm going to redo the rods now. I'm going to have a bit of a change up, so as you saw yesterday I was purely using pop-ups to no effect. I spoke to someone this morning who was using wafters and they've caught, and then I looked at the guy, re-looked at the post where he caught from that 10 wraps. It was actually 10.5 wraps, and he used a white wafter. So I'm going to use the Parker Baits Magic Beans. So these are the 15mm OG fish, and they come in 4 colours. So they're white, pink, orange and yellow. So I'm going to try a yellow, a pink and a white, and see what that does. So yeah, I'm going to get one of the rods out at 10.5 wraps, which is the spot. I'm going to put the white wafter on there to replicate what the guy did when he caught, and then my other rod I'm probably going to stick with the yellow, and then I'm going to try a pink fired out at 16 wraps again, and then I'm going to spod a load of pellet and the spod mix I did yesterday and see what today brings. But yeah, nothing showing. It's quite quiet this morning. The fish catches on the WhatsApp group that we've got here have slowed down as well, so I think the morning bites are done. It's now 20 to 10, so there still could be a chance, but if I can get all the rods done and set up, we'll see how we get on today, and we'll reassess it this afternoon. I've literally just my bike cam off on my GoPro, change the battery and the rod's gone. Yes, get in! Yes! Well, would you believe it? I finally got one. See what it weighs. Don't think it's a PB, but it's a really nice mirror. Well, I was just changing my GoPro battery on my rod cam, and I literally turned my back and my left hand rod went absolutely screaming off. And I've got a cracking mirror carp. 15 pounds, 3 ounce. It's not a PB, it's not the magic. 20 pound that I was after. But yeah, it's an absolutely lovely carp. This was on my left hand rod at 10.5 wraps with the yellow magic bean. So I've wiped out all 3 rods. I'm going to put all 3 rods back on that spot, chuck some spods out, and hopefully we get a few more. But yeah, that's my first Norton Disney carp. It's my first fresh fishing social carp, and hopefully it's the first of many to come. Get in. Cheese. Well, the bites must have really switched on, because even Kingy's caught one.
Waited 6 socials for that puppy there. I know. Got that there for some. Well earned. Have you looked at it, have you? Yeah. Nice looking fish. Yeah. You reckon about £13 or something?
Yeah, you know, I think it might actually. I think it looks bigger than my 13 that I just had.
That just right, yeah. I mean, need zeroing afterwards.
I'm not sure, is it?
Not zero, something like that.
Yeah, I'll do, yeah, I'll do it afterwards.
That sling, if it's the same as mine, it'll be £4, 6 ounces.
So it's £1. Hold it from the top, mate.
Hey, it's like 20 and a half, bro. Yeah. But that's with the sling, so about 16. Yeah. Do you need, son? Hey!
Go on, lad.
Got some pictures?
Get in, Kingy.
Son.
Hey.
Get in, well done, mate. Well done, mate, that's cracking. This is more like the fresh fishing socials we know and love. Oh man. I'm out of breath because I've just run from Wayne's peg. You'd be proud of me running, but I absolutely hate it. Oh, thank you. I was just thinking then, shit, my next door there. Go on, Foxy! Is this definitely a fresh fishing social?
Yeah, decent one, that.
Get in! Absolutely get in! As you can see, it's absolutely chucking it down. And I was over in Wayne's peg, which is the next peg down, because he's got me some batteries for my receiver, and I'd literally just put the batteries in, and it went absolutely. I thought it's beeping, and it absolutely beeped. Ran off. My left hand rod that was over at 10.5 wraps, with the yellow magic being a shot off. I've got a cracking mirror carp, £23, 3 ounces. So it's not a PB, my PB is 26.8. But yeah, £23, 3 ounces, absolutely cracking mirror carp. Made up. I'll get my rod back out on the spot. I've wiped out my third rod as well, so yeah, absolutely made up. I'll show you a bit on the other side. So there we go, there's the other side. £23, 3 ounce. I'll get a couple of pictures and put it back, but yeah, absolutely made up. I'm getting soaked, but I don't care. Okay. Cheese.
Bye, Felicia.
Ah, Felicia. You just missed it, Brian.
Your inspiration of getting people to run. That's what you've just done with me. Maybe run some rods. How big was it?
21.
Nice.
21.
Get in, mate.
Take it all day long.
100%. Take a 20 on the bank. Get in. Well done, mate.
Cheers, pal.
So I've redone all 3 rods. You probably tell by the flat spot where my rods are. So all out here, all 3 of them. I know I've got one over here, but I have stood here and cast them out. So if you see where this Bivvy is here, so I am cast in between. I've got one there, which is my left hand rod, and then the other 2 are just here and here. So they're in between the 2 famous pegs. 10.5 wraps. They're all on yellow magic beans, and I've just put a load of spods out, probably about 20 odd spod rockets. And yeah, we'll see what happens. It's literally like 3 on a spot. So that's been a productive area of those 2 carps. Hopefully we can get some more today. Wayne's had one, and Foxy is over there now. He is literally playing one in as we speak. Hopefully it's a decent one. Get in, Foxy!
Well, the rain definitely switched the lake on, because everyone was getting bites.
Right, can you move that camera inside for us?
Yeah.
Don't half like it's scrapping it.
Mega powerful.
You right there, Wayne?
It's not like the normal flash fishing socials, is it?
It really is. I mean, the rain is.
The weather is, yeah. Nice mirror.
Not giving in. Now he is. Get in there.
Get in.
Well, I've never witnessed such a flurry of bites. The rain definitely turned the carp on, but unfortunately the rain stopped and it became calm again. So it was time to redo the rods for the night time.
Well, good evening. As you saw, I've just redone all 3 rods, so they have gone all out at the 10.5 wrap spot. Either side, I've got one just to the left of the peg over there, which is peg 1, 2, 3, peg 4, and then in between peg 4 and peg 5 are my other 2 rods. 2 of them are on the yellow magic bean, which I've been using. Obviously I've caught those 2 fish on. And then the other one I've tried a pink, because people have been catching on pink. So the other one has got a pink magic bean. That's the middle rod, which is the rod that's gone off twice. So I know it sounds weird switching it up, but I thought I'll give it a pink, see what happens, because I've had nothing since those fish. I'm being dead excited because I've put loads of spods out and then I've just gotten to see one of the neighbouring people's bivvies, because they've got a Titan T1 Pro, which was absolutely stunning. This is quite low, you can probably see the top here. His was really high, you can practically stand up in it. So one day I might get one of those. And then when I came back, I was watching the water for a bit, and there is fish jumping all along the 10.5 wrap line. Not quite on my spot, but there were a couple on the left, and they were jumping, moving their way down. So fingers crossed I can get something. I'm quite optimistic tonight. I know last night there was no bites or no beeps or anything at all, but I'm optimistic tonight. I'd like one more to do an outro. I'm off first thing in the morning because I think we've got to be at the car park for about 9:30 for trophies and certificates and stuff like that, or whatever they're doing. They're giving some sort of prizes, and then we have to be off the complex for 11 o'clock. So I'm going to get up early. I'm going to set my alarm for 8 o'clock or maybe 7:30, depending on how much sleep I get tonight. Get a slow pack down, do an outro. But yeah, I really enjoyed it today. I'm not awkward at socials, but socials are not really my thing. I'm quite a sort of quiet person and within myself, but I've really enjoyed this social. I've been speaking to a lot more people, and I'm more confident within myself, which is all part of this mindset, as well as the fishing. I've put 100% effort in. I'm confident I'm going to catch, and I think this is either the 4th or 5th consecutive session where I've caught a carp, so I'm in a good place at the moment. So it'll probably change when I go to Linear in a couple of days time. I'm going to Linear on Tuesday morning, and it's now Saturday night. I'm going with Glyn for 4 days, so yeah, that's something to look forward to in the start of the fishing week. Obviously I've not caught my 30-pound carp yet, which is my goal for the next 2 weeks, to catch a 30-pound carp, but a 15-pounder and a 23-pounder on my first session of my 2 weeks, I'll take that 100%. It was nice to see Foxy and Wayne, and especially Kingy down the bottom. They all caught today, so it was really nice to see. I'm made up that everyone's catching, because sometimes it can be really hard. And yeah, that's it. So I'm going to wind down. I might have a drink. I've not really drank anything on this social, so I might have a couple of drinks, get some food, and just watch the water in the darkness, listen out for the jumps, and fingers crossed I can get some. So hopefully you'll see me playing in the fish, or my alarm's going off. That's the other thing. I've had 2 runs today. I've not caught either on my alarms, which has done my head in. So yeah, I'm trying to bring you everything I can. So yeah, hopefully you'll see me with a fish. If not, you'll probably see me in the morning. Daddy long legs. Get off. Let me just change these, sort these out. So I lied. Oh, that's bright. So I've realised I've aged since taking up carp fishing, because when I said I was going before, I was going to wind down, I was actually going to go and cook an omelette with sausage and bacon and stuff like that, and I couldn't be bothered. So I'm listening outside to the sounds of owls and appreciating wildlife at night, and sitting outside looking in the darkness. I'm about to eat porridge. Why is my life taking a turn like this? But I absolutely love it. Say fishing for me is it's not just catching fish. It is about catching fish, because obviously that's why you watch my videos, but it's all about just getting out and getting away and having a bit of an escape and getting away from the rigmaroles of work and stuff like that. So yeah, even though there's a lot of work with videos and editing and social medias and all the rest of it, but I do enjoy that side just as much as what I love fishing. Yeah, and I was scrolling through my Instagram before, and I've realised I've not done a giveaway. I did post a thing on Instagram a while back saying I was going to do a 1k giveaway, because my YouTube channel was on past 1k and I've not done one, and now it's nearly 1.5k, which is not a lot to a lot of YouTubers such as Fresh Fishing over there. They're over 10k, and lots of people at Parker Baits, the ambassadors, they're between 5 and 10k, which is great, but I'm literally on, I think it's 1,440 odd or something, so not quite 1.5k, but I absolutely love it. I never designed this YouTube channel to make money or get people to do bits and bobs to do with fishing and buy stuff and competitions and all the rest of it, which fair dues to the people that want to do it, but that's just not something that, number one, I've not got the time, number two, I'm awkward at socials, so the last thing someone's going to want to do is come on a social with me. Other than Glenn, he puts up with me. So yeah, I'm going to do a giveaway. So It probably won't be in this video, it'll be in my linear video when I'm with Glyn. We'll have a bit of a brainstorm with Glyn and see what we can do as a giveaway. But if you've got any ideas, leave them in the comments below of what you'd like me to do. It'll either be like a Parker Bates bundle or signed photograph of Chad or something along the lines of that. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, and I'm going to eat my porridge and listen to owls. Well, good morning. Nothing overnight, surprisingly. I was really confident going into last night. I heard fish jumping, but the lines were just completely dead. I think Wayne got one about 5 o'clock this morning. I heard a bit of a commotion down his peg and him shouting, so I think he's got one. If he has, I'll put a picture of that note now. And I had one single beep on my middle rod about half an hour after that, and then nothing. So yeah, I've just been watching the water this morning. There's a beautiful misty mist. There's a beautiful mist over the water, and the sun's coming up, and I've watched about 4 or 5 fish roll right over my spot. I'm surprised my rod's not gone off by now, but if that doesn't go off this morning, then there's something seriously wrong, because the amount of fish that were rolling was ridiculous. And they seem to be rolling along that 10.5 wrap line all the way down. So if you get on this side of Hodgetts on peg 7, 7, 8 and 9 side, then around 10.5 wraps is the distance. So yeah, it's a beautiful morning. Say it's about 6:30 now, and I need to be off for the trophy presentations at 10 o'clock, and we have to be off the complex for 11. So my goal is to get everything done for 10 o'clock. So I'm going to have my brew and my usual porridge like I had last night with some jam in it, and do a slow pack down. So yeah, I'm not disappointed at all. If you'd said 2 fish before I got here, I would have taken it. I'm surprised that rod's not gone off on that side, because the amount of fish rolling, but we'll see what happens. It's been an absolutely great session. I've met some really nice people. Well, I love Norton Disney. I'll definitely 100% be back. Might even be back week 2 of this holiday. But yeah, beautiful, couple of fish, nice people. So I'm gonna have my brew, have my porridge, slow pack down, and let's see how we get on this morning.
We'll have the Fiesta back.
Yeah, it's been a cracking weekend. Plenty of fish out, few blanks, as there always will be in fishing. But yeah, we've got some trophies that we're going to do now. So for every trophy, there's some prizes I've got on my phone. But everyone gets £5 site credit for the comps as well as some Nash goodies that we're going to sort out afterwards. So what trophies first?
Well, in no particular order, we'll go for the last carp caught.
Wayne Burgers.
Yay!
And with that one, wait, what are we doing with that one?
Last carp caught.
You're going to get a Nash hat with that, so we'll sort that out afterwards.
Yes. The most carp caught.
Right, most carp caught was actually a tie between Wayne Burgers and John. Where is he? Over there. But we're going to go and wait, and John managed to get a...
Get in, John.
And with that one, you're going to get a... What was that most? A Nash hoodie with that one.
Biggest carp.
Biggest carp, come back on. Get a Nash t-shirt with that one.
Thank you very much.
And then the last one is the tackle tart. And obviously we went round yesterday, had a look at people's setups and stuff, and it was pretty close actually. Sub, we were pretty close to giving it to you because the way that you kind of set up all your lights and everything, but Elroy, Jordan, you pipped him to it because he spent about 700 quid on his new gear, so he had to go.
Henry!
Yeah, a Nash tackle box as well. See, I'm going to show my missus this and say, look, that's what all that money won then.
So yeah, thanks everyone for coming. It's been class. The next one is at Linear in April next year, end of the year. So we'll be, obviously everyone here gets first refusal. We'll put out the prices and stuff like that and go from there. But yeah, cracking time. Cheers all.
Yeah.
Well done, everyone.
Oh, and we're going to do some wettings, aren't we?
Yeah.
Background there.
I know, sorry mate.
Can you just put your hood down? We can't get the video right.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Get in. Well done, lads.
Well done, lads.
I've just got one question. Does the waterproofs work?
Open it up and see you.
Well, that's it for Hodgetts. Thanks for watching.